I wanted to make this video for all the band parents out there, past, present, and future. If you have kids that are struggling in high school and you're trying to get them to work towards a common goal or understand teamwork, which is so valuable in today's life, band might be the way to go. I wasn't one of those parents that joined up and just started volunteering for all the band activities, being a roadie for the various competitions or during the home games or away games where the band would travel. I feel like I missed out in the first year. I've been a band parent roadie for 2 years, hopefully for a third, his senior year. There are students in this band, and I'm sure bands all over the place, where parents never see them perform. You're missing out on something really big. Your kids may say they don't want you there, but they want you there. Let me tell you a little bit about this band that you'll see in this video. They were kind of at the bottom of all their competitions. They had to endure that kind of experience. And now they're doing great. It's kind of like a rocky experience, actually. When you see the band react to winning the grand champion last competition that they're in, just know that this is the same band that cheers as much for the other bands as they do for themselves. The director's speech at the end, it's inspirational, and those kids will never forget it. So with that, I present to you a video on what it's like to be a band parent roadie. And so it begins, what it's like to be a band parent. Here we are waiting for the buses. We're traveling 400 miles, 2 different locations, so we're gonna have to do 3 loads and unloads in the next 15 hours. Well, we'll see how it goes, but it's gonna be crazy, I think. The students are ready. Unload number 1. We're gonna do this again later today and then back at the school tomorrow. Everything came out of that trailer in here. And here's all the instruments, harnesses, drums, and front ensemble. If you're doing this kind of thing, just put the straps in place. Do not remove them. That way it's easier to put it back in, especially when you're doing a quick load like we're going to do here. Now it's just a matter of hurry up and wait for performance 1. It's nice that they have some shade. Unbelievably warm here in the 80s. So the band just kind of breaks off into its various sections. Flag, main band, batteries in the back there, and front ensemble. So they can all warm up. Sometimes you got an emergency repair. This one's on a bass drum. The screws came out somewhere in transport, so there was no screws holding this together and it was just falling apart. So duct tape on all 4 corners, and then ran a piece of paracord to squeeze it together so it won't come apart. Now, works great.
You guys are warm and your stuff looks good. Right now, I want you to find whatever it takes.
Usually you'll get a band, but for some reason they used a bingo dot for this one so that we're okay to go in to the stadium without paying. Typically the practice area is nowhere near the field, so we've moved our trucks to here, and now we've moved all our props and stands and staging them here, waiting for our time on the field as the band comes by from the practice area that was way over there, probably half a mile, at least a quarter mile. Okay, we're on deck with our monstrous drum major stand and dropping those off. Okay, so the band's in. We got the panels up. Those are a major pain. They're heavy and bulky, especially in a high wind.
TJ Lowe, Brendan Tate, Allison O'Brien, Michelle Robbins, John Choi, Melanie.
So the band's on the field, and every once in a while you get a technical difficulty. And they're kind of troubleshooting it here a little bit.
Faultless, accepted, perfect. These are the qualities we all strive to possess. We try to avoid any breakage in the delicate reflection of ourselves. We carefully curate the straits that make up the exterior vision of who we are. This glance. But the truth is, these stars are what makes us perfect.
All right, here we go. Load out 2. Bass drums in place. Now it's the marimbas and vibes and all the front ensemble that we can handle.
This one goes down too.
2 really expensive marimbas, then we strap it in. Try not to get a rental truck like that has this in it because it makes it hard to piece things together. But now it's just a jigsaw puzzle from here on out. Strap it like every 2 really expensive instruments. Okay. It's nice to have an alleyway, but there's always little things that kind of pop up at the very end. And just strap everything down as good as you can. You got a 3-hour drive ahead of us. Locked and loaded, ready to go to our Virginia Beach stop. We're at event number 2, and we're using the regular standard wristbands as opposed to the green dot. Competition 2.
I don't think it's had that time yet, but
Everything is okay. Holy moly. Sometimes it's really good to document where everything is, so when you load it up, you know for next time. And the bass drums are still standing. So we just stack the stuff outside and almost done.
Okay.
And now it's all empty.
Okay.
As we tune our drums.
Just holding. Last one.
Those silly panels.
All right. We good?
Under the cover of darkness, all the bands assemble their instruments and props in the truck holding area. 7 o'clock. Everybody's getting their instruments and getting dressed for the second time. Getting ready to compete. Other bands are warming up already. is to get this big beast of a stand and those panels to the stadium, which is over there around all this stuff. That access point is blocked. These guys are leaving, so we're just gonna go that way.
The Tallwood Invitational is proud to present in Group 5A performance drum majors Ethan Kim, Leslie Kim, and Anna Nikolova in the John Champ High School Marching Knights. Champ High School bands are a 9-time Virginia Honor Band. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause to the John Champ High School Marching Knights. For joining us this evening. The Grand Champion Trophy will be awarded to John Champ.
Three or four of my very good friends that are here texted me immediately just complimenting you, all right, on how well you performed and how well they've really enjoyed the show. But the show is nothing without you performing it, all right? So, and trust me, as a staff, we are very, very proud of the show in terms of creating it, but it's nothing without you performing it. And we are even more proud of how you have brought it to life, all right? I thought from that aspect, you performing and conveying the show to an audience, I think the last 2 weeks have been outstanding. And that's a big corner that we turned the last couple weeks in terms of you're doing a much better job conveying things to an audience, right? They get the show, they get you're performing it well enough to convey it to them. You're doing things more convincingly, and it's super entertaining. We're really impressed with just the maturity of this group. Okay, especially where we are compared to last year, the maturity of it throughout the season, and just the emotional impact of the show, and all those things. So I think this was a really wonderful show. I think it was received well by audiences. I'm glad judges received it well, but they're kind of sort of secondary to audiences in some degree. But we also want to do the thing well, all right, which I think we did exceedingly well this season. Again, I didn't do anything on that field today. Okay, you all did. Right, and it's a special thing to have marching band, to have an activity that brings 136 individuals together and has you worry about the overall goal and the bigger picture and working together to do that. That is something that just doesn't happen enough in life. All right, those opportunities don't exist everywhere, and I'm glad it exists at Champ and in our area that it's pretty readily available. But that stuff will last you for forever. Okay, the stuff you learn from being in marching band will make you better at your job one day, whatever it is. It will make you a better team player in your job. It'll make it easier to make friends in college. It will make you a better human, right? Not because the notes you play, not because the drill you learn, but because you're doing something for other people and you're not just doing it for yourself. There is personal reward, and that's the great thing about it. You should feel good. You should feel personally rewarded for what you did today. But the bigger thing is the group. Right? And you're there because the person next to you depends on you and you want them to succeed. It's the greatest thing about this activity. And freshmen have just as much impact as seniors. Everyone, find a freshman and say, great job. Great job, buddy! Very proud of you. I would like to get us loaded up. You want to do a breakdown? Yeah. Okay, so that's fine.
Now it's time for everybody's like 80th favorite activity, and right now it's everyone's first favorite pastime. Everyone, it's time for breakdown.
That's what happens when you're the last band. You got to do the upload in the dark, having a lot of fun. So that's our mission. Empty truck for the second to last time. Once we get to the school, it'll be empty again. We just have to put all this stuff in the truck and the trailer. All right, there we go. Vibes, marimba, and one glockenspiel. There's another vibe. Now comes the drums, the battery, not the kind you charge things with. Sometimes you just got to go with what works. It's amazing all that equipment out there is in this 26-foot U-Haul, and
there's still room to spare.
yeah, well, it's packed tight. And the trailer. There goes the gong. Yeah, rock on, dude. So, there you go. Everything's in. It's now school bound. And I won't tell you what school it's at. You'll probably never figure it out. Great day, gentlemen and ladies.
Yeah, you're skipping the park tomorrow?
Time to go back to the school and unload this one more time this season. Sometimes when the bus is late and the U-Haul and the trailer are early, you're lucky and the truck gets unloaded, and that's what this is. Now it's the trailer. For a band parent, that is a happy scene. I mean, the job's done. Well, almost. Almost done. If you get panels, get wheels much bigger than that. That's too small. And when enough parents, you empty it out.
And we put the straps from the other truck in there.
Yep. They've been brought over.
All done. Ready for the next show.
I'll be good.
Pretty crazy experience.
Thank you.